Every 3 seconds, someone in the world develops dementia. That's more than 55 million people worldwide living with this condition, and that number is expected to rise to 78 million by 2030 and 139 million by 2050. Dementia is not rare, it is not small, and it affects far more than memory. It slowly erodes independence, relationships, and daily life. Behind every diagnosis is a person losing abilities they once took for granted, and a family struggling to adapt to changes they never expected. One of the biggest misunderstandings about dementia is this: dementia is not a single disease. It's an umbrella term for several conditions that affect thinking, behavior, and daily function. The most common types include Alzheimer's disease, which accounts for the majority of cases. It primarily affects memory and learning, especially in the early stages. Vascular dementia, caused by reduced blood flow to the brain, often linked to high blood pressure, stroke, diabetes, and heart disease. Lewy body dementia, which can cause fluctuations in attention, visual hallucinations, sleep disturbances, and movement symptoms. Frontotemporal dementia, which often appears earlier in life and affects personality, behavior, judgment, and language before memory. Many people don't have just one type. Mixed dementia, where multiple processes occur at the same time, is common, especially as people age. Despite their differences, these conditions share something important. Many of the same risk factors influence how early dementia begins and how fast it progresses. And that's where prevention becomes possible. Most people think, once memory loss begins, nothing can stop it. Aging automatically means losing your mind. But here's the truth. Up to 40% of dementia cases can be delayed or reduced through lifestyle and health choices. And what you do today matters. Not with shortcuts, not with miracle cures, and not with supplements alone. Supplements can support brain health, but they don't replace lifestyle changes. If you're over 40, if dementia runs in your family, or if you've ever worried about your memory, stay with me. By the end of this video, you'll know the most powerful, science-backed ways to protect your brain. Strategies you can start today to reduce your risk and protect your future. Dementia doesn't begin in old age. It often begins decades earlier, silently. Long before obvious memory loss appears, small changes are already happening in the brain. Blood flow declines, inflammation increases, connections weaken. By the time symptoms appear, the brain has already been under stress for years. Early signs often show up as subtle changes in planning, focus, or judgment, not just forgetting names. Trouble managing finances, difficulty following conversations, or feeling mentally slower can appear long before obvious memory loss. This is why waiting until memory problems appear is often too late. Prevention isn't about a single moment. It's about habits repeated over time. If you remember only one thing from this video, remember this: what's good for your heart is good for your brain. Your brain relies on healthy blood vessels to deliver oxygen and nutrients. When blood flow is damaged, brain cells suffer. This is why conditions like high blood pressure, diabetes, high cholesterol, obesity, smoking are among the strongest risk factors for dementia. High blood pressure in midlife is one of the most powerful predictors of dementia later in life. And the dangerous part? It often causes no symptoms. Prevention starts with awareness. Know your numbers, manage them early, protect your brain before damage accumulates. Exercise is one of the strongest protective factors against dementia. Physical activity improves blood flow to the brain, reduces inflammation, supports new brain connections, improves mood and sleep. You don't need extreme workouts. Walking, swimming, cycling, dancing, strength training. Just 30 minutes most days can make a meaningful difference. And the next habit people often ignore might surprise you. Many ask, do puzzles prevent dementia? The answer, not by themselves. The brain benefits most from learning new things, not repeating familiar tasks. Activities that protect the brain include learning a new language, playing a musical instrument, learning new technology, taking up a new hobby, studying something unfamiliar. If it feels challenging at first, that's a good sign. Comfort maintains the brain. Challenge strengthens it. Try one new skill this week. Your brain will thank you. Loneliness is a major but often overlooked risk factor for dementia. Social isolation increases depression, chronic stress, inflammation, cognitive decline. Conversation activates memory, language, attention, and emotion all at once. Protective habits include regular contact with friends or family, group activities, volunteering, community involvement. Your brain needs people. Connection is not optional. Diet plays a powerful role in brain health. The strongest evidence supports the Mediterranean and MIND diets. These emphasize leafy green vegetables, berries, whole grains, fish, nuts, olive oil. They limit processed foods, excess sugar, fried foods, trans fats. No single superfood exists, but consistency beats perfection every time. Some supplements can support brain health: omega-3 fatty acids, vitamin B12 if deficient, vitamin D if deficient. But here's the truth: supplements can support brain health, but they don't replace lifestyle changes. No pill replaces movement, sleep, nutrition, and connection. During deep sleep, the brain clears waste, including proteins linked to Alzheimer's disease. Chronic poor sleep increases dementia risk. Protective habits: 7 to 9 hours per night, consistent sleep schedule, treat sleep apnea, reduce screens before bed. If you wake exhausted or snore loudly, get evaluated. Sleep disorders are treatable. Protecting sleep protects your brain. Head injuries increase dementia risk. Even mild repeated trauma matters. Protect your brain by wearing seatbelts, using helmets, preventing falls, avoiding repeated concussions. Your brain is irreplaceable. Untreated hearing loss is one of the strongest modifiable risk factors for dementia. It increases cognitive strain, social withdrawal, and brain shrinkage. Treating hearing and vision problems reduces cognitive overload. Chronic stress harms memory. Depression changes brain function. Protective strategies include exercise, mindfulness, therapy when needed, social support. Mental health is brain health. Heavy alcohol use damages brain cells and interferes with sleep and memory. If you drink, stay within limits. Avoid binge drinking. Less is better. There's no miracle cure. Avoid brain supplements promising prevention, detoxes, extreme diets, unproven treatments. Daily habits matter far more than shortcuts. Consistency beats perfection. Every day, move your body, eat real food, challenge your brain, connect socially, sleep well, manage stress. Small actions repeated shape long-term brain health. Dementia is not just memory loss. It's about the brain's ability to adapt and connect. Many people think dementia begins with memory loss, but that's often not true. Which early sign surprised you the most? While no one can control everything, everything can control something. Protecting your brain is not about fear. It's about living well, now and in the future. If this video helped you, share it with someone you care about. Because prevention begins with awareness, and awareness begins with understanding.